Wall Street remains highly unpopular 5 years after crisis. First read. MSN. Outlook. More autos. My MSN. Video. Careers and jobs. Personals. Weather. Dealish. Quotes. White pages. Games. Real estate. Wonderwall. Horoscopes. Shopping. Yellow pages. Local edition. Traffic. Feedback. Maps and directions. Travel. Full MSN index. Bing. NBEnews.com. Today. Nightly news. Meet the press. Dateline. MSNBC. Breaking news. Newsbeam. Home. U.S. World. Politics. Business. Sports. Entertainment. Health. Tech. Science. Travel. Local. Weather. Advertise vertical line ad choices. Recommended. Wall Street remains highly unpopular 5 years after crisis. Recommended. First read minute. Back to the boring stuff. Recommended. No clear path in Congress to avoiding shutdown. Recommended. First thoughts. Back to domestic politics. Heater.top_heater background image. URL http://cdn.lib.newsbeam.com/chrome/firstthread/images/header.jpg d=10,529 footer.links background image. URL http://cdn.lib.newsbeam.com/chrome/firstthread/images/footer.jpg. The first place for news and analysis from the NBC News political unit. Follow us on Twitter. About this blog archives email updates. Follow on Twitter. Subscribe to RSS. 150 comments. Print. Updated. 8 hours ago. Wall Street remains highly unpopular 5 years after crisis. By Domenico Montanaro, Deputy Political Editor, NBC News. Americans continue to overwhelmingly dislike and distrust Wall Street 5 years after the collapse of Lehman Brothers and the ensuing financial crisis, according to the latest NBC News/Wall Street Journal poll. 42% said they have a negative view of the New York financial institutions, while just 14% have a favorable opinion. The remainder of respondents had either a neutral view or no opinion. That is the lowest rating of any institution included in the poll. In comparison, 45% viewed President Barack Obama favorably, while 25% expressed the same about the Tea Party. The antipathy remains high despite record gains in the Dow Jones Industrial Average of more than 15,000 points, which is 3,000 points above than where it was when the market began its decline in 2008. Advertise vertical line ad choices. Still, the majority of Americans, 52%, continue to say they have been either greatly or somewhat affected by Wall Street crises and the housing market over the last 3 to 5 years. That's just 7 points lower than in the immediate aftermath of the financial collapse in October of 2008. Americans also remain deeply pessimistic about the state of the economy. Just 27% think the economy will get better in the next year, while almost half of the country, 48%, thinks it will be about the same, the lowest since July of last year. Despite months of slowly improving economic data, the majority, 52%, disapprove of President Barack Obama's handling of the economy, his worst rating since August of 2012. Part of this is likely because of the disconnect between Wall Street and the job market. Recovery in the job market has happened at a much slower pace than the gains on Wall Street. Alex One/Getty Images. Activists march to the U.S. Justice Department as they participate in a protest May 20, 2013 in Washington, D.C. Homeowners and activists from Home Defenders League and Occupied Homes joined the protest to demand that Attorney General Eric Holder hold Wall Street banks that ravaged America's economy accountable. After the financial collapse of 2008, the jobless rate spiked to 10% a year later, 8 months after Obama took office. 4 years later, that rate stands at 7.3%, a decline, but not back to the pre-economic meltdown levels of unemployment in the 5% range. There was a small spike in economic optimism just before the last presidential election. In October 2012, a high of 45% said the economy would get better in the next 12 months. But nearly a year later, and with the election season over, nonpartisan pessimism is back. With the top 1% taking home more money than at any time since 1928.